streaming now.
I'm just checking my settings on here, because I think I've changed something.
Okay. Just posted it.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, thanks for the, Anyway, shall we start?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you want to.
And we are on. Thank you, everyone. Though we'll give Finland just a few more minutes before we start because he has some interesting things to say about the whole Cyberpunk 2077 thing.
Mm-hmm. Shoot.
Yeah, sure.
While we wait, definitely though, yeah, I haven't really looked too much at it. I've been seeing some reviews on it mostly, but you know, it looks like something interesting, like a distraction game for me.
Mm-hmm. I hope it certainly is. Though again, I think out of all of us, I think he's the best one to talk about it than the three of us, don't you think?
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, since he's basically played it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, his PC is booting up, so just give him a few more minutes, okay, guys, and then we can start the podcast. Sorry for everyone who's currently watching. Excuse me while I keep an eye on the chat.
Wait, where's the chat?
It's on my YouTube channel.
Oh yeah. I'm probably going to go to that and then see that. Is anyone saying anything so far?
I just keep... For as long as there shouldn't be an echo on your end, I think it should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
I've sorted out my Discord now because I had it on. Well, I had it on the phone instead of speaker.
So is anyone able to get PS5?
Nope.
Yeah, PS5s are kind of hard to get still. Rip.
Almost impossible at this point.
Yeah, I'm waiting to the next version of the PS5 comes out. It's probably better, like a better version might actually come out.
Well, let's hope they don't, remove the backwards compatibility for the Xbox. Not Xbox, PS4, 5. Jesus, I've got so much on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Again, let's just give him a few more minutes, otherwise it'd be unfair. Then again, I should have waited for him to start up first. So, my fault, guys. Sorry.
No,
You're fine.
It's okay. Oh, by the way, did you guys come to Sinclair's Law podcast? Was it yesterday?
Oh no, I wasn't invited, or I didn't know she had a podcast.
Oh yeah, it was like with Richie.
Well, I want to just wait till you're all here. Yeah, I really do pick the worst times, don't I?
It was fine. It's about the same time we normally do it.
I know, but I should have waited for Vinland to get here before I pressed start.
Did you press start already? Or?
Yeah, we are already live. Sorry, guys.
Oof.
It's okay, these things happen.
Okay, can we just admit this is just my first attempt at this, so it's more of my fault? So can we say that? It's more my fault, so rookie's mistakes on the first live stream on my channel.
Oof.
No, these things happen anyway.
Bruh, okay, let me tell you something that's just really made me really sad so far.
What's that?
You know those channels where people like destroy things, right? Like they put things in, like blenders or like throw them off cliffs and stuff. I already see channels of like people like destroying PS5s, and you don't know how upsetting that is.
Yeah, it's horrible if there are things like that. Do you know how hard it is to get a PS5?
And you see people like putting them in blenders and like throwing them off cliffs. You're sitting here like, hold up, that was a perfectly good PS5 that someone else could have gotten, and you destroyed it.
Yep. And,
it's like, how'd you get it? Were you a scalper or something? How'd you get all these PS5s?
Bots. Honestly.
It happens every year with like a new console comes out. There's always a lot of people that like to break consoles. It's weird. Saying that they did it with the 360 and the PS3 as well back in the day.
I don't know why they just keep destroying consoles generation after generation. Those aren't cheap. Those aren't cheap machines, you know.
Yep.
Although I remember when Genshin Impact was announced, people were people were destroying PS4s at protest at how similar it is to Zelda Breath of the Wild. Yeah, Breath of the Wild.
Wait, why would you destroy PS4s for that?
Because they thought it.
I remember that.
Because they thought it was just a copy of the thing.
Oh, okay.
That was when the game was like midway in development, wasn't it? From what I can remember, I know some leaks about it.
Lesson learned. Wait till everybody is online before start the podcast. Rookie mistakes, but hopefully we will. Hopefully.
Move on, learn from them. We always make mistakes, and we still make mistakes, so learn from them.
That's true. As we wait for Finland.
It's going to be weird having Finland on, because I think last time we had him on was when I wasn't on.
Yeah, so I thought maybe, and then when you were on, he wasn't on.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I thought maybe there's some force keeping you two separate. Hopefully, if he pops on in this chat in just a few minutes, we can actually have a discussion.
Okay, so I'm also seeing people destroying each other's PS4s, and then giving them a 5, and that's cool and all, but it's easier. Like from what I see, you could sync up your PS4 files and games to the PS5, so I feel like that doesn't help.
Yeah, if I get a PS5, I'm keeping the PS4. Why waste a perfectly good machine?
Still functional. I'm just kind of mad that Demon's Souls Remake didn't come on PS4. Look. If Demon's Souls Remake came on PS4, the demand for PS5 would be substantially lower.
Exactly.
That was the system seller. It's kind of sad.
Isn't that the case?
But then again, it's just a From Software game.
Contender.
People are gonna go ape over that.
I think most people are gonna go ape over that.
It's funny, since I've got the Switch and stuff right, I've been less interested in the PlayStation for some reason, even though I've got Bloodborne on there. It's weird. I think I'm going more into a Nintendo fanboy.
Shoot, the Switch has some pretty decent games. Like Breath of the Wild's actually like no slouch. Like a pretty.
Oh yeah, and Blasphemous as well.
Blasphemous, yeah.
I'm obsessed with that game. I've got that game on nearly every single platform. Oh dear.
No, definitely though. I know I was telling you guys about what I was working on. I'm just getting situated with the Kickstarter. I'm actually opening up a new account in order to make sure that when I actually open the Kickstarter, the money's going to go to a bank that's not tied to like my main stuff, because I don't want anything to be affecting that.
Fair enough.
It's definitely one of those things that I think we can make enough. But even if we don't, we can always try again and see. But I think
that's a
people
good
would support
idea.
that
That
because
is, to be fair.
Hmm?
That's a good idea, like having a Kickstarter. To be fair, saying that, I know some developers that made most of the games on Kickstarter.
Well,
uh
well, like I said to you, if you need a voice actor for any characters, I'm more than happy to help.
Oh no, definitely. I'm always open for that when we get. But that's the thing, though. We just need to spread enough so we can make sure we get enough to fund at least the pilot, though. But that's the thing, though. I don't think there's really many Demon Souls animation things going on, so I feel like this would be that
Niche.
help fill that
Oh,
void. Yeah.
Ah, excellent. Finland is on.
hey, Finland.
Sorry about starting early, my friend. I was a bit of a rush, and this was my first stream, so my fault. All on me.
Oh, no, it's all good.
Anyway,
Where's your keyboard? Where's the
Hey, Finland.
I know.
I'm here.
Oh, you need the keyboard, huh?
I need the keyboard.
Anyway, I know this is a bit different from our tradition there, but shall we introduce ourselves as usual? I'm the Old Hunter. I do reviews on this channel as with anime, manga, soon to be manga once I reach my 100 subscribers, and TV shows and whatnot. But for now, I've been focusing on anime.
I am the Knight of Green, so I am a video game martial artist as well as a dinosaur expert. I'm also the director of Demon Slice, which is going to be an upcoming Demon Souls animation experience that's going to combine both historical European martial arts and sort of the experiences that you would commonly find in Demon Souls.
I'm True Prey Jones. I do I've started now covering Metroid and also just sticking to Soulsborne content and covering some Elden Ring stuff whenever we hear something about it.
And I am Vinland. I make usually Souls-inspired art and music. I usually am on Twitter at Totally Vinland.
All of the links will be down below, so check out their channels and Twitter and whatnot, and follow me on my Discord as well.
Oh, but definitely Villain. For the trailer, I'm using your theme at the intro, so
I noticed.
I'm crediting you for that.
I noticed that when
Oh, sick.
yeah,
I'll definitely put together some music for that if you need me to.
Oh please,
Yes, please. I'm gonna. I will. I need so. I was about to tell you, Vinland. I was like, I'm going to need so many music. The thing I'm going to need first is the Vanguard track because we're doing the tutorial for the pilot.
Gotcha.
Oh, can I be the voice actor for the main character? I've never done a main character before. I've always played the sidelines, either the villain or side characters.
Would you be interested in Stockpile Thomas?
Do I sound like Stockpile Thomas?
I don't know. I'm thinking because I got the armor. The big reason why I got the armor and stuff is because I use it to make that reverb to actually sound like I'm in armor. Well,
okay, fair enough.
Kurt,
what? Yes.
will it be in 2D?
Yes, it'll be in 2D, but we're doing rotoscope stuff for like some of the fight scenes. We're actually gonna do like real fight, like the thing that I posted were like the executions from Demon Souls, like stuff like that. But it's gonna be in 2D.
Nice. I think you've already created like a dream game now.
But yeah, I would be very much interested, and good on you for doing this project. It's going to be interesting, and I hope to join the ride. Like I said to you on our tape and on the messenger, I've always wanted to do some Souls related content on anything really.
Shoot, it's just getting the stuff out. See if people want to see it. If they want to see it, then we'll make it, and then I could. It's just that the Kickstarter works because we're only trying to raise about like 9,000. No, the joke is I'm trying to raise $9,001 because of the joke in Demon Souls remake where it has that Dragon Ball reference in one of the messages.
Why did they put a Dragon Ball reference in Demon's Souls?
Shoot, they got JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. If you've seen Old Hero, right? He's basically a pillar man. from JoJo.
Yeah.
I think, well, I guess you can't complain since Demon Souls had a lot of Berserk references, so I guess it's only fair.
Right?
Anyway,
Oh my goodness.
back to what we were going to talk about before. We'll get back into those subjects just a minute, but okay, Finland, let me know. Is Cyberpunk 2077 worth the hype that we've all been hearing, that it's going to be the greatest game by CD Projekt Red, etc., etc., etc.? Is it that, or was it overhyped like I thought it would be?
Well, definitely a very ambitious game. I would say that for what it tries to do, they do pull off a lot well.
Okay.
But in its current state, it's definitely a buggy mess. Even on PS5, it's crashed on me at least 9 times over the past 2 days.
I heard that the PS5 version is basically unplayable.
I wouldn't call it unplayable, but it's more prone to crashing and having weird model placement glitches as opposed to like bad texture loading. I know the texture loading is more of an issue on the previous gen consoles, but PS5, the only issues I've had was multiple crashes, and then people they're sitting in a chair, but the chair's 6 feet away from them and whatnot.
Well, hold on.
Oof.
And you said 9 crashes in about 2 days worth of gameplay, and how often did you say you would you play that game in between those 2 days?
I played it pretty much on launch day, and that gave me about 3 crashes, and then the rest were yesterday when I was at my friend's house. I was letting him play it for a bit before we watched the Game Awards together.
Oh,
but luckily it autosaves very often, so I didn't lose any
that was
progress.
probably the next thing. If you had to manually save, then that would have been an absolute nightmare.
You
can manually save, but it's like Skyrim. It frequently autosaves.
Okay.
Okay, so
Speaking
that's
of
good at
Game
least.
Awards.
Oh yes, the Game Awards. There's some things I want to cover some things on my end, because there was the new trailer for the Odyssey, basically Elite Dangerous Odyssey. For those who don't know, I play Elite Dangerous quite frankly regularly on my PlayStation 4, and so Odyssey. It looks good, but it looks like it's one of those. Basically, it's pre-rendered CGI trailer, so it could be basically mean anything. So. And I'm really hoping it's good, because I love the idea of going out of my ship and doing ground combat and air combat on the game. But I'm worried that this might be, again, subject to overhype. So I'm being very cautious myself.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys saw the rest, you know who's coming to Smash Brothers.
You mean pretty? No. No, you know what got me when they zoomed it on Cloud, and that thing got cut in half. I was like, please, no, it's not. No, please, no. Washing pole, pretty boy, half demon guy. Please, no, Sephiroth, no, because I remember I was watching someone playing Kingdom Hearts. I was watching my roommate playing Kingdom Hearts, right? And there's this one part where you fight Sephiroth, and then he goes, where did Cloud go? And then I was like, he's in Smash. You can't find him there, Sephiroth. And then I'm like, oh no, he found him.
Next, we're gonna expect Sora in Smash at this point.
Oh my god! Oh, there's this picture I gotta tell you guys about. The clip from the SpongeBob movie where Mr. Krabs was building up. And he's like, the new manager is this. You all know and love him, and his name welcome Sephiroth. And Sora's just sitting there in the crowd God dang it.
Oh god.
Right. But I mean, if they had Steve from Minecraft, I'm not sure what type of wacky thing that Sakurai could pull out. Because again, Steve from Minecraft, I'm like, so he pulling out all the memes like Banjo Kazooie. I'm like, why are all these meme characters that people said lol it'd be funny that they'd be like Cloud? I remember I watched an animation where people were memeing about Cloud being in Smash, and now it's not even just a reality. It's not his villain is now in the game.
Well, that's charming.
So who's next?
At this point, anybody could be next.
I wonder. If Master Chief is in, I'm just gonna quit. I'm just gonna uninstall Smash from my Switch and just
Oh man, he's busy in Fortnite
Wait, what?
right now.
Saying that. about Master Chief. A lot of the Metroid community was predicting Samus from Metroid would be in Fortnite.
Really?
I can't.
There's like something about it. Yeah.
Does anyone even
For the
seriously
Metroid
play
trilogy.
Fortnite anymore?
I certainly haven't played Fortnite
Seriously,
in
I know me
ages.
and my friends hopped on it last night to check out the skin.
Look, once
The
they
last
start
time I
adding the
played
vehicles
Fortnite
in,
was, I think, last year. And then before it crashed my console,
oof.
and I uninstalled it, then I didn't install it again.
See, I'm not gonna lie, I stopped playing Fortnite once they started adding vehicles because I actually was pretty decent. I had like a pretty team, and I was good at building and fighting. But then once they have the vehicles, and you just get like bombed by like a mech, you're like, okay.
Okay. That's charming.
So I remember when I was in a boat, I was like bombing players with the vehicles. It's so funny.
Yeah, but see, it's funny when you're in it, but when you're like I would have absolutely destroyed you if we were like 1-on-1 in like the field. I would have destroyed you, but hey, you got a mech, I don't.
No, that's not, because it was pretty overpowered in Fortnite as well, like, as far as I can remember.
Look, I mean, I was also there when they had like the 50v50 modes and like the different types of things. Like I think Fortnite 50v50 modes are kind of fun though, because like, oh well, you just kill like everybody and stuff. I don't know. It's been a while since I touched that.
I haven't touched Fortnite, and I only tried it for like 5 seconds, and then I just quit saying, this isn't my sort of thing. Because I feel like I want a game, like for me personally, Fortnite is a game where it's just pure luck. Like, it's a game that, yeah, you can have the best skill in the world, but unless you get the goodest weapons, the kid who got the blimmin', bazooka's gonna just blow your ass up to Kingdom Come every time.
See, it is like that at times, though. I can definitely say that there is like, I would say that like if you're really good, yeah, your skill can overcome a weapon discrepancy, but yeah, it still is a lot to overcome. Like especially if someone has like a scar and they just pump through your structures, and you're like, oh, I guess I'm just dead.
It's always the charming part, isn't it? You gotta always worry about the damn kids with the bazookas.
Shoot.
So like, you can have a bazooka, but also you can be like really bad shot with it, and somehow you can still win as well.
I think the only game that I've consistently, that's a battle royale sort of game I've consistently played, is basically Apex Legends, and that's because I like the characters, not because. Be thankful that Apex Legends. Ooh.
I thought you were about to say PUBG at first. I was like, well, hold on a
PUBG.
second.
You like it? PUBG's just basically, at this point, yeah, it started the whole Battle Royale craze, but now it's just a joke in the gaming community.
I love those textures. Like, I landed. Look at those, like...
I think what,
textures.
honestly, what Fortnite has over, say, PUBG is basically it has better cartoonish... The cartoonish graphics help it quite a lot. That's what helps the game, anyway. The cartoonish graphics.
Yeah. Until they add John Wick in the game, and he just looks photorealistic almost.
Yeah, I would say the graphics, the art style definitely was a big draw to kids and whatnot.
Obviously, it's cartoon. It's like G.I. Joe. Like that sort of cartoony art style that kids love. It's gonna attract them. Kids like anything that's bright, colorful, and charming to look at. That's just how kids are.
Yeah.
Speaking of G.I. Joe, is they doing anything with that IP?
Nope. They did make a few movies in the past, but I think they flopped.
Yeah, they were kind of bad.
Well, it doesn't help. It doesn't help that whenever they do these sorts of movies, they always put A-list actors in there, thinking that, oh, this will make the money, the whole thing sell. Like, do you know that movie Trolls? Anybody remember that?
I didn't watch it. Is that one where rock and roll trolls were the villains are trying to
that
meddle
one.
Everything?
They put A-list actors on there, but honestly, it didn't really help the image at all. It just made it look more awkward. It's sort of again, this is the sort of thing where they put A-list actors in movies they know that's not going to do well, and it just completely flops because instead of focusing on the story, they focus more on the actors. That's what I always feel like.
Hey, because they know that their story's not going to sell, so that's the only way they can get tickets and seats.
But you know what is far more despicable than that, in my opinion? And you know what's one company that's giving me nutters about things?
What?
Disney. Because I don't care. If there are going to be some people in the comments going to say that, ew, hate the women, I don't like any of their live-action adaptations of classic female characters. I don't like Belle. From the remake of The Beauty and the Beast. I don't like Cinderella. I don't like Mulan. And Mulan, my friend, takes the cake on all that. What I feel like is that they're doing is that they're too Mary Sue-like, if you know what I mean. They're too perfect. They don't have flaws. They don't have any problems because I think what people forget is that it doesn't matter what your sex or your gender is. What makes a good character good is their flaws and their relatability. That is what I believe in that makes a good character. Not what gender they are and if you write them perfectly. I believe in a good, strong character has flaws and their overcoming of said flaws is what gives them strength. Not making them Mary Sue perfect. I'm sorry.
See, that's the funny thing. Is that original Mulan? No, you're not wrong. Because remember, the original Mulan, right?
Mm-hmm.
She is a woman who was essentially like, she wasn't a professional soldier, and she essentially was weaker than everybody. She was
in a society that was heavily oppressed women because women were classed as second-class citizens,
and that she overcame all of that.
Exactly.
And then what happened at the end? She accomplished some of the greatest feats of battle, despite all these shortcomings, despite her flaws.
Exactly.
Like, that's more impressive than the new ones. Like, I have super Goku chi powers, and I'm about to go rampage through this army. Wait, I'm supposed to hide the fact that I have Superman God Ki right now. Literally, the plot of the new one is she has to hide her broken overpoweredness until she just gives up. I
don't think that's a really compelling character, honestly. That just makes her more boring to watch. Again, what do you like? Okay, what were the best? Okay, I know I'm a little young, but remember the Indiana Jones movie? What was Indy's best quality? He was brave. He also was comedic, but he was also scared of a lot of things. He feared a lot of things.
I think definitely my favorite part with him is that he was very practical. Mm-hmm. For example, one of my favorite scenes, despite the fact that I'm a swordsman, I like fighting with swords. That scene that always sticks out to me was he's standing up there and this guy's doing all these martial arts moves and it's I'm about to destroy you, Indiana Jones. I'm and he just pulls out a gun and shoots. Look, I love swords and I love martial arts, but would you realistically want to fight that guy with a sword?
Actually, there's actually a funny story behind that. At the time of the filming, who was the actor that played Indy again? Harrison Ford? Yeah, Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford was having some incontinence problems, so he couldn't do shootings for more than 10 minutes at a time, and the sword fight would have taken a long time. So basically they just said, pull out the gun and shoot the guy.
So you're telling me that iconic scene was a farce?
Yes, it was a farce. It was basically saying, I got some toilet problems, so let's just kill the guy instead of having a 10-minute sword, a 20-minute sword fight.
Beautiful.
It's simply beautiful.
Was that the one on the bridge when it was fighting on the bridge?
No, that was I can't remember which one movies because as much as I like, even though I'm younger than you, sir, I did watch the movies. I did enjoy them. They were comedic. They held up pretty well and they were funny.
Yeah, and then Harrison Ford got pulled into Han Solo, and then now he absolutely hates the role.
Oh, heck, he was glad when Han finally was killed off in the movie.
Yeah, his death was really lazy.
It's not that he's lazy, it's just that he felt like Han basically ran his course. That there was no more for the bounty hunter. Basically, that's it.
I just remembered the joke about how when he came on set in the last movie, he didn't even have to do he just walked in with his hair unkempt and just did his lines and left. Remember when he just came in as a ghost or whatever? He was just "Hey Ben, how are you doing? Okay, bye." Stop being evil.
If there's one thing you can do with old actors is that if you can give them enough money, they just come on the stage no problem, thinking, "Yeah, Yeah, I'm. He did, even though it was interesting watching like now from my generation watching the new trilogy in the cinemas was kind of interesting for me, if you know what I mean. Like, it was quite interesting to see what it was like the generation who watched the original trilogy. I'm not counting the prequels. To see them in the cinemas for the first time.
Hey, I was just there. Like, I enjoyed The Rise of Skywalker, not because it was a terribly good movie, but because when Palpatine started spamming his prequel lines, I absolutely died. Like,